In this video, we examine how the dog meat trade in China emerged, how it has evolved over time, and current legal regulations. We provide insightful coverage of practices, cultural approaches, and the work of animal rights advocates across different regions. Watch closely from beginning to end, as there's a lot to learn. In this video, we take a closer look at the production process of iguana meat, which is consumed in some parts of the world. We take a step-by-step look at how iguanas raised on tropical farms are fed, how their meat is processed, and which traditional dishes they're used in. In the first phase, we observe the animals being transported to hunting and gathering points. Then we focus on the intermediate stations where the pangolins are stored and grouped before reaching their final market destinations. In the most critical phase, we observe their processing for commercial use. In this video, we observe the steps involved in preparing civet cats for the food market. The process begins with the animals being collected by suppliers and grouped for shipment to market. The civet cats are then processed through the necessary logistics chain to be marketed either live or processed. During processing, the animals undergo meat separation and preparation. These processes are the final stage before the meat is released to the consumer market. In this video, we follow all the stages of commercial preparation for farm-raised bamboo rats in the meat supply chain. Once the animals meet size and weight criteria, they are first prepared for slaughter, a process that typically begins with stunning and blood collection, in accordance with hygiene standards. In this video, we watch the preparation process of bats used as food in local markets. The process begins with the wings of the collected bats being trimmed. This is then followed by a method called burning the feathers over a fire to remove the fur. The feathered bat is then cleaned with hot water and portioned usually in half for the preparation of the dish. You won't believe how snake meat is processed in this video. This amazing process begins from the moment it's hunted, with the snake's skin meticulously peeled off, its flesh carefully separated, and processed using specialized machinery in a hygienic environment. The meat is then cut into thin slices and rested in marinating tanks before undergoing a final inspection before cooking. In this video, you'll witness the processing of wild boar meat. After being hunted, the meat is brought to specialized facilities and undergoes thorough hygiene checks. Master butchers separate the meat from the bones and prepare the pieces using giant cutting machines to uniform size. The meat is then aged in cold tunnels and vacuum packed to preserve its natural flavor. In this video, you'll see the step-by-step process of processing turtle meat. First, the turtles, collected with special permits, are carefully cleaned and their shells are removed using professional equipment. The meat is then separated from its internal organs, rinsed in cold water, and transferred to the processing line. After being carefully shredded using cutting and slicing machines, the meat is then aged in hygienic conditions and prepared for cooking. You'll witness the donkey meat processing process. First, the animals undergo veterinary inspection and are transported to the slaughterhouse under hygienic conditions. The meat is carefully deboned, and large pieces are cut into industrial cutting machines. The meat is then aged in cooling tunnels and vacuum packaged to maintain its consistency. You'll see the process of processing salamander meat step by step. First, the carefully selected salamanders are cleaned under hygienic conditions, and the meat is carefully separated. The meat is stored in special cooling systems to maintain its freshness. It is then cut into small pieces using professional cutting machines and subjected to quality control. After this stage, the meat is prepared for cooking or packaging. In this video, you'll witness the processing of rat meat. First, the specially raised rats undergo a veterinary check in a hygienic environment. The meat is then carefully sorted, and the fur and skin are cleaned. In the processing line, the meat is prepared using large cutting machines and subjected to a high-temperature sterilization process. After resting in cooling tunnels, the meat is vacuum sealed before packaging. In this video, you'll see how hedgehog meat is processed. In the first stage, the hedgehogs are carefully cleaned and their spines are removed using specialized machinery. The meat is then deboned by butchers, washed in hygienic areas, and then transferred to the processing line. The pieces are then sliced into appropriate sizes using cutting machines and then aged in cold storage. Guinea pigs raised on special farms are then transferred to the production line after receiving veterinary approval. In the first stage, the meat is carefully separated from the bones and cleaned in hygienic water systems. It is then portioned using giant cutting and slicing machines. The meat is aged in cooling tunnels to maintain its freshness and then placed in vacuum packaging. Every step in this factory is carried out in accordance with quality and hygiene standards. In this video, we're inside the massive factory where giant tuna are processed. Giant tuna caught from the ocean are transported to the factory by ice-covered ships. First, the fish are loaded onto a slaughter line by automated conveyor belts, where they are carefully cut into fillets by chefs. The meat is then boned and skinned, then salted and chilled to preserve its freshness.